Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and I have a quick, well, hopefully somewhat quick tutorial for you guys. And I know many have been waiting for this. I showed this on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook, and then I got sick. So I haven't been able to make it, but the inspiration came from Fauna, who recreated my backpack that I did, and she made it 5x7, and I absolutely loved it. So of course I had to make one, and now we're just gonna do a quick tutorial. And it's the same, well, no, it's not really the same format because you use two different pieces to put it together versus the small one that I have on my channel, which I will link below, is just a one sheet for the base of the main backpack. So this is the one I made, and it does have, you know, magnetic closure here. It has a little box for the little pocket. A little fuzzy string on there. It will not come off. And then I just did a little Mickey die punch, not a die punch, but a punch that I had. And it opens up. So it's 2 inches, where I think the smaller one we did was like 1.5 inches or 1 inch depth. I can't remember, but this one is much bigger. And then I did cover the whole thing, which is different than what I did on the smaller backpack. And then you have the ribbon, gosh, I can't even talk. The straps are done with ribbon, but you could also do it with paper too and just curl it. And then I have a much bigger pull here to carry the backpack, but it turned out really cute. So thanks, Fauna, for recreating that and sharing that with me. And let's go ahead and get going on the tutorial. So you will need your scoreboard, and for the main page we need a piece that is 6x12, and then a piece that is 9x9, and for the small pocket a piece that is 5 3/4 by 10 1/2. So we'll start with the 9x9, and you're going to put that in your scoreboard and on whichever side, because it's a square, you pick. We are going to score, so pay attention. And this is just how I do it. You could do a little tick mark, whatever's easiest for you, but for the 1 inch score, you're going to go down to 5 inches, and then we'll do a full 2 inches all the way through, a full 7 inches all the way through, and then at 8 I just bring it back up to the 5. Oops. So, and just score down. It doesn't have to be totally even. It's just somewhat of a guide. And then let's score the other ones, and we'll come back and do it off of the scoreboard, something to that one. So for this one that is 6x12 inches, we are going to score at 2 inches, 9 1/4, and then we'll turn, and on the 6 we will score a 1/2 inch on each side. So just all the way through like that. Okay, and then for the small pocket, on the 10 1/2, we're going to score at a half inch, 5 inches, 5 1/2, and 10. Then we're going to rotate that, and on the 5 3/4 side, we're going to score at a 1/2 inch, 3 3/4, and 4 1/4. And there might be easier ways, you know, to do this. This is just how I got some of the measurements from Fauna, and then I just kind of pieced it together. So it just depends. You could do it however you want, but if you want to follow this tutorial, go for it. Okay, so put your scoreboard away. So we're gonna bring back out this piece that is 9 by 9 and I just do a light score. It doesn't matter because I am not good at this part, so just letting you know. So I'm just putting my bone folder to the tip, the bottom of that score line, and then finding the point here and just doing a little score. Now if you have like a softer mat to do this on, that's gonna be better, but I'm not pulling mine out because I am trying to hurry and I'm almost caught up. I have to do my Scrappy Christmas crafts tutorial from last month this weekend, so that's the plan there. So we're doing it on the same side, just at the bottom of that point, just kind of making a triangle. Okay, then we are going to, where are my scissors? Right where they belong. I don't know why that was so difficult. Okay, and let me just make sure. Give me a template. Yes, okay. So we will first just cut this, and I just cut it at a slight angle up to the first score mark. And I don't want to do that. This one I want to do straight. I'm just going to angle this one just a little miter. And this one I'm going to do straight on the left side of that score mark. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that. Then we have this side, like so. Okay, now we're gonna go through and just start folding on our score line. So I like to do like the main base first. Come back, and you can pinch this all the way if you want to. I try not to, but it still works if you end up, if that's easier, because this part's a little wonky. So I just kind of take it like that, and then I come back in here and just fold these. I don't do like a really creased fold. I just kind of, you know, bend it into place a little bit. I feel like I'm losing my voice again. So it'll look like that. I'll fold this one down. So like I said, for the bigger one, we have to use 2 pieces of cardstock. And with the little pocket, you end up using, well, I only used 2 12 by 12s for this whole project, so. Okay, now we're going to do this side. And I'm just kind of working it with my nail. Come back. I'm doing a lot of turning, sorry. And again, I'm just kind of pressing that not really tight. I don't know if it's supposed to be tight. What? That's what I'm doing. Okay. That was not a very good one, but once you get it together, it'll work. But what's most important, so like I don't want to have that extra piece. I do want to don't want to have that. And it's probably just the way I folded it. So I'm just gonna take like a 1/16 of an inch off. So see, that's better. Okay, so we have this piece. Now grab your other piece here, and I did put X's where we're gonna cut out. And when I do this, I cut to the left of the score line. Not a lot, but just going down to that second score line there. And then I'm just going to miter that. It was a terrible job mitering. Same thing here. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we have, this is going to be our little flap up here. Now we need to do down here. Again, on to the left of the score line. To the right of the score line. Oops, that's not good. Okay, now we can burnish the creases here, the score lines, I should say. And I could see there's a little bit hanging off. I don't like that. And we'll do this one here. So I'm just going through and cleaning up any extra as we're going. Oh my goodness gracious, I should have did this one first. Okay, now let's do the sides. Okay, so this is basically like our back of the backpack. Now, and I'm just gonna do a little dry fit. Oh, looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna add some art glitter glue. Do one side at a time. And what's most important is that line up the bottom first and foremost, those score lines. Because if the top is a little bit bigger, that's fine, you can trim it. Yeah, that's good. Now we're gonna put glue on this side here. Everyone seems to be really liking the backpacks. I've seen so many of the little ones made, and I know you guys have been patiently waiting for me to get to this larger version. So I just lay this out flat and I bring it over. If you have excess, trim it off. So here, I could see I have a little bit of excess. So what I do is I fold this back. See? Can you see that? And you don't want that because it'll bump when you go to try to close it. So do it from the other side as well. Like that. Just a little bit there. And you just keep doing that until your lid closes good. And you'll know. I'll show you here in a second. Because you want this to be able to be square, and if it doesn't line up, it'll go up like that. So that's pretty, sure. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. So now we can close up our bottom. And I like to have my seam towards the back. So again, just adding some art glitter glue. Close it up nicely. I like to flip it. That in there to give it a little press. Now in my first tutorial I wait and do this at the end because I tuck my ribbon in here, but because I'm going to put paper on the back, I'm going to put my straps underneath that paper. Okay. So when it comes, it'll look like so. I am a little bit off, but once you get everything on there, it'll be fine. You guys know I just tell myself that to just let it go. Okay, and I'm going to add my magnets right now. And again, I get my basic gray magnets from Country Craft Creations. These are my favorite, and I've tried many. Many. Where's my little pokey tool? I have a whole bunch of them. And can't. Oh, again, man, they're always just right in front of your face. So you can go further with these. You can cover the insides if you want to. We are not going to be doing that today, but you can. And because I'm not layering this one, so all I'm doing just to get the magnet on there is making sure that that kind of opens up. Then I could stick it down. But if I was layering, I would put my layer down first. And then my decorative paper. I'm just dropping stuff all over the place in here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this down on this one here. Again, just kind of working this like a regular gift bag. And I'm just going to stick some paper down now. So I am going to use on this Country Craft Creations, where is that? Fur-ever Friends exclusive collection. This is the 8x8 collection. And I didn't sponge my edges. I just took a black marker and ran it across the edge. It was just way faster and it worked, so I did it. Now, as you're making these, you can put your papers on before you glue it all together, which would be way easier, but you don't have to. It's just easier to do it when everything's flat. We're just gonna keep ours going. So let's go ahead and make the bottom pocket. And so this piece is the 5 3/4 by 10 1/2. I'm really losing my voice, I'm sorry. And we did the scoring already, so we're going to go through and cut out these little points here. So to the right of the score line. Oh, which one am I doing? Oh yeah, sorry. This one I'm going below the score line, so if you're holding it like this way, it'd be to the right. We're just going to cut all the way through, because this is just giving us our little flap. Like so. I'm going to take this little one out. And go to measure this one. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just take a little sliver . Okay. So just of course, I wrote my notes just a little too close to the edge, but we are gonna just go with the flow on that one. This will be the back side anyways, so we should be fine. And this one piece builds the entire small pocket. I just want to trim these things up. Okay, and then last one here. Okay, so we have that all scored, and I'm just going to punch around my corners real quick. Now we want to get these two sides glued together. So again, just laying it flat. Like my metal tip is about to fall off. Okay, and we're going to close up the bottom. I'm just going to put just a dab, sometimes easier to close it up. And then there is my little block. So I just put one of my acrylic blocks in there. It helps make sure it all keeps its shape. Just gotta wait for the glue to dry a little bit. Man, usually it dries fast. Okay, so now we have that. Kind of pinch that a little too hard. Now, get out our magnets again. My voice is going. I hear it. Okay, and then just a little bit of score tape. I probably should have my smaller one out, but I don't like to cover my whole magnet because I don't want to make it so that it won't be strong anymore. Okay, let's see here. I think this collection is so cute. And you can use it for, you know, like for make it feminine or a little bit more on the manly side. Okay, so we have that. And I'm just leaving a 1/8 inch, or cutting it 1/8 inch shorter than the actual base. Have that. And I did go through and I'm going to add just some border pieces on the edge. So I am covering this one a lot more than I did the original small one. It sounds like a lot of people were making these for teachers, like for back to school gifts. So that would be like, obviously that would be an adorable little project, and I might at some point break out all my school papers and do the same. Okay, we're just almost done. I figured I could decorate one since this was a quicker project. And I dropped this one on the floor. There we go. I can't wait to be on vacation and to craft. It's going to be so fun. We have the Country Craft Creations virtual retreat. It is sold out, but stay tuned because she might be announcing soon another one. Okay, so we're just going to get a little bit extra glue on here. This is a good one to score tape and do glue so that the score tape will catch it faster than waiting for the glue to dry. But we're just going for it. And bring that down a little bit and then just kind of eyeball that were centered. So I'm just going in there. And I still have my acrylic block inside the pocket. That looks pretty good. Move a little bit. So we have that one. So now I'm going to put this piece on here. Like so. Give that a little burnish. It's coming together. Okay, and then just going to I'll use these here. Just gonna grab some pop dots. And you don't have to have these on there, just like the kind of, you know, to have a little bit of extra depth to the project. Okay, feels sturdy enough. And I just took, this is one of the die cuts, and I just layered it on black cardstock. And just going to somewhat find the center down there. Okay. And then I have a little sliver to go on top of the bag. I just feel like adding the extra papers does help it, you know, last and keep its shape. It's stuck to my thumb. Voila, got that on there. Stick like a pack of gum in the pocket, but it could be cute just for a gift card too. Okay, so let's do our little, so I just cut, these are two 10-inch pieces. Normally I would measure, but not right now. Okay, just the eyeballing. Okay. So I'm just grabbing my score tape, but it's like falling apart on me. And so we have the glue, but then also the score tape to really make sure it's stuck down good. Okay, and then I have just a little loopy pull that I glued together right here, and we'll just add some glue kind of in the center, hopefully. Just holding it for a second, let it set. And then I'm going to add another piece. Oh gosh, I just, for some reason, I was like, what if I'm not recording? Okay. Now to do the bottom. So you could just go straight down and do yours. Some people like to go at an angle. Again, you decide. Let's just try to be fancy today. So I just cut the same length, and then try to make sure I somewhat do the same, you know, spacing when gluing these down, so that when you have these, they're pretty much the same size. But as you guys can see, I am not measuring nothing. Too lazy. Normally I would. Okay, where is my tape? Oh my goodness gracious. It's really falling apart. Burnish. And then we're just going to pull this up, and then I just slide my paper in between. What do we want? We're going to do the little doggies on the back. So just putting your adhesive on there, and then I just slide it under the straps here as best as I can. There we go. So cute. Just want to make sure it is on there good. Oh my gosh, look at this cute paper. I'm loving it. Okay, did I forget anything? I think we are good. Let me just see, I might add a couple just enamel dots. Let's see what we have. Hold on. Let's see if I even like these. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe black ones. You guys let me know. I'm not feeling that. And yes, this is what I do. This is why it takes me so long to finish a project. Because that's not, no, don't like it. I don't like the shininess of it. We're just going to leave it for now. If I do find something to change it, I'll change it and I'll put it on my Instagram. But okay, there you guys go. Another version of the backpack. Again, thanks Fauna for the inspiration. Oh my gosh, look at this paper. I can't. I just can't. So Country Craft Creations, exclusive collection, Fur-ever Friends. So adorable. I will link that below as well. But again, this is the 5x7 backpack. Great for gifting. And I will, of course, do a couple in Christmas for Christmas in July. So stay tuned for that as well. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure that you do so that way you can see future projects. Thanks for watching. Bye.